Everyone's gonna think I'm fucking insane after this. Hey, what up guys, it's your girl Morgan Grace coming at you with her first YouTube video. And today, I'm going to rant. Not about anything super important, just about something. It must have just been a bad day for me, but this made me so fucking mad. Let's just get into it. First of all, a little disclaimer. I'm not crazy. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. Alright. This was a very standard Sunday. I got up, I went with my sisters and my mom to get brunch, and it was fine. And then my sister said to my mom, hey, can we go to this pet store? I need to get some more bedding for my guinea pigs. Mom was like, fine. So, we drove to the pet store, and we walked in, and everywhere, on both sides of the store, there were just a bunch of dogs. But they were in cages. And it made me so sad, because I just wanted to go hug and play with all of them, but they were all in cages. So, my sisters and I were just like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So we went out and we were looking at them. We were just looking at them. And then this lady comes up to us and goes, hey, keep your fingers out of the cage. And we're like, oh, sorry. But our fingers weren't in the cage. They were just kind of on the cage. So then, anytime we get anyone in the cage, she's like, hey, don't touch it. You can't touch the cages. No. We're like, okay. And then we're just looking at all the little puppies, and we see this one. It's the little dachshund wiener dog. It looked just like my dog Bella, but it was a little wiener dog, and it was cute. So me and my sisters were like, holy shit, Mom, we need this dog. Like, we need this dog. And my mom, who normally would have been like, no, we can't, you to barely take care of the dog we have, she was like, okay. We were like, wait, really? And she was like, yeah. And then they were like, okay, go talk to the lady and find out about the process of adopting these dogs. So we go up to the lady. She was the only one working there who wasn't, like, talking to someone. It was the lady who had been yelling at us about putting our fingers in the cage. I walk up to her, and super polite, like, I was being so polite, I say, excuse me, we were just wondering what the process of adopting one of these dogs would be. She says to me, you need to have a fence to adopt one of them. So my mom had walked over. She was like, oh, well, we don't have a fence. Okay, bye then. And I was like, wait. I'm sorry, what? And she was like, you need to have a fence. I was like, okay, bye. And I walked away, and I walked over to my sister's, and we went and we got the guinea pig bedding. And then I could not fathom this. I could not let it go. I was like, this dog is so cute. Why are you guys just over it? It's so cute. How are you just over this? And so, I walked over to the lady, and I was like, still being so polite, even though I kind of wanted to cry. I said to her, can you explain why you have to have a fence? Because I don't understand that policy. She was like, you have to have a fence. We've rescued these dogs before. We don't want to have to do it again. Like, but why does you have to have a fence? We're not going to leave it outside. And she was like, you still have to have a fence. We were like, okay. I was like, okay, bye. And I was talking to my mom, and I was like, why is she being so rude to me? I didn't do anything wrong. And you see, that's the problem. I could have let it go. I mean, I would have been salty, but I could have let it go if this lady wasn't being such a bitch. She was horrible. So, I went up to her again, and I said, still being so polite, I still don't understand. Can you explain the purpose of this policy? She goes, I think that I already explained it to you. Like, okay, but we have another dog we take care of her, we take him on walks. Is there any way, because this, I don't understand. She was like, no, I could lose my job for this. It was at this point I realized she just doesn't want to be helpful, because this is a volunteer thing. Nobody's firing her. What do you mean lose your job? You're not getting paid for this. They're not gonna... It's fine. It's fine. So, I was like, but we have a fenced area inside. This dog isn't gonna get out. I don't have the problem. Then she says to me, police have shot dogs that haven't been behind a fence. Nope. I was like, I'm sorry, but I just don't think that any police officer is going to shoot a dog that is literally 6 inches tall. She was like, yeah, well, it could still happen. So then I apparently said something that was rude because my mom said, she goes, Morgan, you will not be rude to adults. I was like, okay. And I went and I got in the car and I was upset and I started screaming in the car. There was no one there. It's fine. So we drove home. So I get home still pissed. And so I go onto their website, like the Rescue Place's website, and I am just scrolling through everything. I read through the entire thing twice. I didn't see a damn thing about this policy. About the whole you need to have a fence thing. Which is stupid, because if you're going to enforce it so much, you should probably say something on your website about it. So I take it upon myself to call them. So I'm just like, this is what happened. Hi, I was just wondering if you could explain your policy of having to have a fence to adopt one of your animals. This is what I hear. Is this little brat who was at the pet store earlier today? So, here's what we've learned. The lady I was talking to, their number is her cell phone. So first of all, no one's gonna fire her. So she was just trying to not be helpful. Okay, so this is what I do. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, I just don't understand the rule. It doesn't matter if you understand it. You can't have this animal if you don't have a fence. So if we build a fence, you can call us back. This is me. I'm sorry, but I just feel like that you enforcing this so strictly would promote to just leave this animal outside all day so it can get heat stroke and die. I got a little bit rude. No fucking joke. This is what she says back. I don't care what you do with the animal after you adopt it, but you have to have a fence. I'm sorry, you don't care? Yes, I don't care what you have to do. I don't care what you do with it after you adopt it. If you don't care, then why do I have to have a fence? Because it's the rule. If it's the rule, why isn't it on your website? Why were you on our website? You already know you can't have one of the animals. You're right. I'm gonna go now. Bye. I hung up because it was pissing me off. Because the thing I realize is, she sounds like she's 17. This lady was at least 60. She was like some old ass white lady. There's a reason that I said she's white. There's a reason that I threw that in. We'll get there in a second. I calmed down a little bit and I called them back. Hi, it's me again. I was just wondering if you could explain this rule because I don't understand it. Ugh, fine. 60, by the way. You have to have a fence because these animals will escape. We have to keep rabid animals away from it. And also, police will shoot dogs that aren't behind a fence. What rabid animals? I live in the middle of a suburb. There are no wild animals. And first of all, if you think there's gonna be like a fox, they can jump fences. So if something really wants to get to this dog, they're gonna fucking get to it. So, this lady's arguments do not stand up. I'm sorry, police are shooting dogs? I don't think that's gonna happen to a little tiny dog. Come back to that phone call in a second. This lady's fucking response. First of all, it is the reason that I threw in she's white. Let me just. There's something in this mug. Why did I do that? She said to me, deadass, no fucking joke, this is what she said to me. Someone of your color should probably get a fence to keep the police from shooting your dogs. My color? Alright, I'm back. Sorry for all the cuts. I gotta take a second to just kind of calm down in between all this. So, Here's what I said. I'm sorry, my color? Yeah, someone of your color would be living in a neighborhood where the police would come, and I'm sure that they would probably shoot your dog. First of all, you don't say you're sure something would probably happen. I said to her, I'm sorry, where do you think that I live? It's this part. It's this fucking part that all hell broke loose. I was so pissed. I gotta turn off my phone. She said to me, probably some ghetto neighborhood where the police come every day. This is the part where I really want to stress again that I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I look crazy, but I'm not. So, 'cause I'm talking to some 60-year-old lady. This is an adult. Why is she talking to me like this? This is an adult. Remember, I'm not crazy. This is what I said. I'm sorry. Who the fuck do you think that you're talking to? I don't live in the middle of fucking Compton. And you know what? I'm sorry that you were raised that ignorant to believe so. So maybe, you know what? Here's some advice. Why don't you, instead of spending all your time volunteering, and by the way, not letting any of these animals get adopted, maybe you should go back to college and try and erase some of the damage that your white power fucking parents installed into you when you were a fetus. You know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. How about this? How about you go back to your perfect little white house and go up to your perfect little white fence and go fuck yourself with it. I don't regret it. So long story short, I didn't get a new dog. Also, I told, like, an old lady to go fuck herself with a fence. You know what? I'm hurt, man. This hurt me too. I wanted a dog. I already have a dog. Where is she? My dog was cuddling with my mom. But you know what? She's really fucking cute. And I'm glad I have her. So you know what? That old lady can still go fuck herself with a fence. I need to stop. So, thank you guys for watching this rant video, and an update with it is, I called back yesterday, I got blocked. Like, my number is now blocked. The call doesn't go through. So, awesome. So, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that I know if you like these rant videos, and leave a comment down below about your worst experience with a volunteer. I have had tons. And make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss any more quality content like this. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, guys.